Hey everyone, Daniel Lee here, Project Coordinator at Jojung Architect. In our last video, we talked about Vancouver's ODP and Burnaby's OCP. This time, as promised, we're taking a quick but focused look into three Metro Vancouver's fastest evolving communities, Coquitlam, Port Coquitlam, and Port Moody. If you're in real estate, construction, or development, or if you're a homeowner trying to figure out your next move, this is a must-watch guide to what's coming next in these cities. Now, let's start with Coquitlam, the largest and fastest growing of the three. Coquitlam's planning approach is ambitious. The city is reinforcing its identity as a regional growth hub, with large-scale density focused around SkyTrain stations, especially in Coquitlam and Lougheed Town Centre. If you're a developer or investor, this means more support for high-rise and mid-rise buildings, particularly in transit corridors. If you're a homeowner in a single-family zone, gentle density is now on the table. Single-family homes, secondary suites, duplexes, triplexes, and fourplexes are all being encouraged. But if you're just looking to add extra units at the rear of your lot, options like cottage courts or laneway houses may suffice, as long as you stay within the limit of 3 to 4 units per lot. Coquitlam's updated OCP framework is closely tied to Metro 2050 and integrates climate readiness, green infrastructure, and urban forestry into development reviews. Although a formal Coquitlam 2050 draft has not been released yet, planning staff have been aligning updates with provincial legislation and regional growth targets. Next is Port Coquitlam, a smaller city making big policy moves. While the 2025 OCP draft isn't out yet, the city has already updated its zoning in line with provincial housing legislation. You can now build up to 4 units on RS1-4 lots. This includes duplexes, triplexes, coach houses, and combinations with secondary suites. And if your property is within 400 meters of a frequent transit stop, you may be able to build up to 6 units, specifically a triplex with secondary suites. Port Coquitlam is also required to designate transit-oriented areas: Lincoln Station, Coquitlam Central, and Port Coquitlam Station, with minimum density requirements and reduced parking mandates. This opens the door for more flexibility and a streamlined approval process for higher density applications near transit. Since 2016, the city has been making incremental policy updates aligned with its long-term growth vision. These policies strengthen rental protections, support affordable housing, and respond to data from city's Housing Needs Report, which outlines both immediate and future demand. Then there is Port Moody, known for its waterfront, forested hillsides, and tight-knit neighborhoods. Unlike the rapid expansion in Coquitlam, Port Moody is taking a more cautious approach. While still preparing for significant growth, the Port Moody 2050 OCP draft was released in December 2023 and reflects a strong public feedback along with clear climate priorities. The city is focusing new housing around Moody Centre Station, an inlet center with policies supporting high-rise buildings and mixed-use developments. The plan emphasizes affordable, diverse, and climate-ready housing, with high-density buildings required to meet green design standards and contribute to public amenities. Urban forests, stormwater management, and view corridor protection are key parts of the design framework. The city is also safeguarding environmentally sensitive areas and expanding access to the waterfront and public parks. So, what's the takeaway across the Tri-Cities? If you're a homeowner, all three cities are opening the door to more housing options, from secondary suites to multi-unit infill. If you're a realtor or landowner, the land value equation is changing rapidly, especially near transit. For builders and designers, the demand is shifting towards gentle density, climate-friendly construction, and transit-oriented projects. And if you're a renter, each city is planning for more purpose-built rental housing, with safeguards and incentives to preserve livability and affordability. The next few years will significantly reshape how the Tri-Cities look and feel. And whether you build homes, sell properties, or live in one, these changes will directly affect you. If you'd like us to dive deeper into specific neighborhood or policy, leave a comment below. That's it for today. If you're interested in building your own multiplex or planning to add an extra unit to your lot for passive income through renting and need a professional, we've got you covered. Email us at daniel@jjarch.ca to schedule an appointment. In the next video, we'll be covering the city of Surrey and Langley. Thank you, and see you in the next one.